Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Claudia, for those who are new around here. I am going to be adding some interest to this flower bed over here with these plants that I was recently sent from Southern Living Plant Collection. They are gorgeous, aren't they? And it's just what this bed needs. Let's take a look. These two plants came and I knew immediately that I wanted to add them here because, as you could see, this flower bed has very little interest. There's like nothing to say, look at me. Now there is a tiny wine 9-bark right here, but by this time in the season, they're typically played out here in the heat. So I'm going to add this Goldie arborvitae right back here. Because it'll bring the eye to this point right behind the bird bath, and I think that would be a nice focal point. And then it'll play off of this lemony lace elderberry that I transplanted from someplace else in the yard. Now what happened is I purchased it in the spring. It was doing really well, and then it started dying back. So I rescued it and put it here, and look, it's taking off and doing well. So hopefully it'll rebound and we'll get the full effect. So it would fill in this section between the two rose bushes right here. The other thing that I'm going to plant in this bed is the pittosporum, and I'm going to add that right here. So imagine the Goldie is going to be back here, the pittosporum is going to be here, and then I'm going to add some daylilies here, here, and here, and so this bed will be filled in nicely. That's the plan anyway. And I'm going to clean the bird bath out as well and give everything a nice refresh. So I'll let you see when I'm done. as you can see, we are done, and I'm going to give you a close-up tour in a second. But it was a classic case of once you give a mouse a cookie, you know. So I planted the two plants, and then I pruned the roses, and then I added some mulch, and then I added some daylilies. And then I said, you know, it needed a bit more texture, so I added some grass. So I'll show you all of that. But I just wanted to thank you for hanging out with me while I got this garden bed together. Once again, please forgive the mess, but you know, I live on a working homestead. It's just me, and I'm always in the middle of a project. So this stuff here is working on something in the vegetable garden. It'll be cleaned up tomorrow, but I wanted to finish this video and get it out to you. So without further ado, let me give you a closer look at what we accomplished today. One of the first things I did is I actually went ahead and pruned back the roses. Now this is typically not the time that I would prune them, but they were looking a bit raggedy. This is a climbing rose on this trellis. This garden bed is called Miss Cynthia's Garden. Miss Cynthia has given me quite a bit of the plants that are in here, and so that's why I call it that. There's another one I have that's called Miss Carolyn's Garden because she has given me most of what's in there. And they're sentimental value. These are older women in their 70s who one is still actively gardening, but the other has Alzheimer's and doesn't even remember who I am anymore. But I still visit her from time to time because she and I shared a lot of years of friendship around gardening. So back to the garden. So what I said is I pruned this rose here, and then there is that arborvitae, that Goldie arborvitae. Do you see how it just glows and sticks out the bed? Remember me saying that the bed didn't have anything that called you to look at it from across the yard? Well, now it does, because when I'm on my porch by the side entrance to our home and I look, my eyes are immediately drawn to that Goldie arborvitae. I wanted to have another one on this side, Lola, to balance out this side here, because you see it has this nice pop of gold here. I was thinking of getting another one for this side, but I'm going to wait a little bit until the lemon lace elderberry, which is right here, catches up and see if it does what I need it to do. But I have a feeling I'm going to put another one next to that hydrangea over here. Then you can see I pruned back. There was a huge dahlia in here, Kogani Fubaki, and it blooms these lovely blooms. So I took this last bloom, quite a few bloom buds, but I took it out anyway. Took this last bloom off, and I don't know if anyone else does this, but while I'm out, I'll stick my cut blooms in the bird bath to keep them fresh until I go inside. Anyway, there is the Pittosporum, that 9 bark, and then just pruning up everything on this side as well. If you notice, I also mulched and added these daylilies. This grass is not dead. I just took it from somewhere else. I had it in holding to plant because I couldn't figure it out, but I think grass also adds a nice texture. I may add 2 taller grasses to the back to give me more fullness and height, but as of right now, this bed, this bed is complete. My plan is to plant some tulips and daffodils in there, and someone so graciously sent me some irises from her garden. Diane, I'm looking at you, and I'm going to get some of those planted in this bed as well. So come spring, I should have color until fall. All right. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. And as always, if you've enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and share if you're so inclined. And also, subscribe. Have a fantastic day.